Yo, Prax, are you on IG right now?
Yeah, I'm on IG.
Pop over to my profile and say hello. I'll let you in on this conversation so that people can join us. Just want to make sure everybody on the IG is tracking and knows who you are as well. This is literally one of the best Marines. Yo, what's up, you guys, man? Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. I appreciate it. We're going to do everything we can to try to get help to these people out there in Afghanistan, man. Hey, dude. Yo, what's up from Canada? A lot of respect. I appreciate you, man. Thanks, John. That means a lot. Hello. Boom. Broadcast is up. We are live on everything. So, yo, Prax, you on IG yet?
Yeah, I'm on IG.
Okay, go to my page.
I'm there.
And then
I'm on. Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, request to join. Go to my live.
Okay.
You see it? You see me in there?
Oh, I see. Yeah, request to join. I gotta click on that. Well,
yep.
It's kind of
what's up, you guys? We're just trying to get some help for those folks over in Afghanistan. So we're about to go live with Praxis here in a minute. We're already live on Facebook. We're already live in the Executive Protection Lifestyle group. We're live on my fan page, Protector Nation. We're bringing everyone together for this. We're live on LinkedIn, but join us on YouTube. That's probably the best mode to join us. Let's see here. Prax, there you are. Boom.
Yeah.
You request. Boom. I got to do these more often, man. This is a lot of fun. I could just hang out. With you guys for a while. You should get some info. And make no mistake, man. There he is. Let me turn this down. All right, sweet. So we're live on both. So let's start talking here. Gunny Praxidus, as he got out. Can everybody hear us okay? First, I got to do a radio check. Leave me a 7 in the comments if you can hear me. Drop a 7 in the comments if you can hear me real quick. Just want to make sure we're up and running. Okay, you guys got echo. Too much echo. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, that sounds bad on IG.
What's up? Ashley, is it me?
1 second, I got moves. Let's see here. Is that echo still going on? Y'all still got bad echo? Okay. How can I do this? Test. Screeching. All right, you guys got to join us on YouTube because this is echoey.
Is it for me?
Okay, we got 7s on YouTube. So if you guys want to join us, hit the link in my bio, go down to the YouTube tab and join us. We're going to be talking for the next however long about what's really going on in Afghanistan, and about the families that are trying to get out. And yeah, man, this stuff is going to be really important. Let me test something real quick, though. Test.
Is it me?
You sound good. Can you guys still hear me? Okay. Got an echo. You guys still got me on IG?
Oh, it's me. Somebody said it's me. Well,
yeah. You got to turn. Perhaps you got to turn your volume down.
Even on my computer?
No, on your phone.
Yeah,
we're going to figure this out.
It is.
Okay, cool. Echo gone. Skills to pay the bills, y'all. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Let's get after it. Okay, so just a quick introduction. I got 7s over here all over the chat. Everyone can hear us. We're loud and clear on YouTube. Join me. Hit the link in my bio. Go to my YouTube channel to see this whole entire thing and to be able to leave comments because we're going to conversate with you. A little bit about Praxidus. He's a Fallujah Marine. He's a highly decorated Fallujah Marine and also Afghanistan Marine. He was one of the best Marines that I ever knew. Oh, the echo came back. Byron is echoey. Okay, I got moves. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. We're gonna get this going. This double live feed thing is a little bit different.
Maybe
okay, so I think we're better now. Loads of respect. Okay, people are starting to pop over from IG, so that's what's up. All right, I'm gonna go for it. If the echo's bad, join me on YouTube or on Facebook. It's me again. I don't know what else to do. Those are all my seals, paid bills right there. Okay, I'm gonna push on because we gotta get into this. So Praxidus, one of the most highly respected Marines in my platoon. This was the guy, if you guys have ever watched me and heard me talk about going to combat, my first time in combat, we're on top of a house after infiltrating Haditha, right? Haditha Dam, 4 a.m. in the morning. We go in, APOPs go up. We're playing rock music. We got skeletons and stuff painted on our faces. We got green smoke. And I'm sitting on top of a house in the middle of the night. Like, it's my first night ever in combat. Now, he's already been there, right? I'm sitting here, and I'm just holding it down. I'm not freaking out, but I'm like, this is nuts. We got psyops playing. You remember this, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
We got psyops playing, crazy sounds like women screaming, babies crying, piano, sniper shots, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. I got the mosque kicking off in the back with the Kill the Infidel track. I'm sitting up here, my body heat's leaving my body because I'm all laying on a roof. And I just remember Prax runs up and he's like, yo, Byron, this is straight Twilight Zone, right? And I'm just like, yeah, Corporal at the time. I'm like, yeah, this is straight Twilight Zone, man. And then we got it on, man. And we went on ahead and took over that area, man. And it was intense. It was a life-changing experience. But I would tell you guys that this is one of the Marines that I have the utmost respect for. He stayed with me through that whole invasion. I respect him as a man. I respect him as a Marine. The next morning, I picked up a 155 and almost blew us all up.
I remember that shit.
He had to tighten me up for that boot stuff, My first time in Iraq, But this is a man I have the utmost respect for. So, it's an honor to try to help this cause out. It doesn't shock me that he's doing what he's doing in the world right now, because sometimes we look for our purpose, but sometimes purpose finds us, man. So real quick, Prax, man, what would you say about kind of the situation and like how you got drawn into this thing and what it is you're trying to do?
Yeah. So I'll just get to it. Just everyone, my background, as far as with Instagram, I'm not like one of them Instagram influencers, man. I have a small following. So everything I tell you right now is going to be like raw, unfiltered, uncut, just coming straight from my heart, and just kind of talk about how all of this went down. So just on Sunday, just a regular night, I'm about to go to bed around midnight, just watching some TV, and I get a phone call from one of my interpreters on WhatsApp, and that app never pops off for me unless it's somebody international. And let me just make sure. And then so I got a phone call, and he's in Afghanistan. One of my interpreters named Lucky 10 years ago. And he's just giving me a call telling me like, shit, I need help. Taliban is targeting me. They're giving me a lot of death threats. And what can you do for me? What the fuck am I supposed to say to that at midnight? And where do I go with that?
Yeah.
So from there, man, it was just straight hyperdrive.
Real quick, for those of you guys that don't understand, your interpreter is like one of those people that you spend a deployment with. They become like a brother to you. And then you have to look them in the eyes and you have to leave them there. And like, we get on a plane and there's this, for me, there's this moment of like, you got to go home in this? Like, you don't get to leave this? And like, in my head, I'm like, this person, I don't know how they're going to make it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a brother you have to leave in the middle of hell. And you're so happy to go home. But like, your interpreters, man, these guys, they suffer with you. They bleed with you. They endure hardship with you. They have jokes that you never heard before because they're from the other side of the world. You learn about their culture. They feed you sometimes. They get you like local food. So it's
right. Yeah.
It's like they're like your brother.
Yeah, so like when you put that into perspective, you know, the mission of a lot of people think that when we go to Afghanistan, our mission is to destroy and reduce Taliban. Yeah, that's by and large that's what we want to do, but really the deep mission is to win the hearts and minds of the Afghan people and train the army, right, as best as we can. You cannot win the hearts and minds unless you have an interpreter there to talk and bridge that gap between a U.S. Marine, a U.S. Army soldier to an Afghan local national. They're not just there to interpret like our mission and our intent, but also maybe to talk to a kid and see like how you doing, or how can we help you, you know, how can we help you improve your schools? How can we help you improve your villages? So interpreters are vital, and they are embedded with us the entire time. We getting some feedback?
No, I'm all good. I'm just touching some things up. I think it's gonna help.
Okay, cool. Maybe it's my end too. I don't know.
I think no, we're good. It's all on me. Go ahead, hit it.
Yeah. So exactly, I went Sunday night. He gives me a call and he tells me I need some help. And so right then and there, I kick an overdrive and I start reaching out to contacts, people that I know that are currently on the ground that are deployed there. And I start asking right away, hey, do you have any, can you try to find a way to let my guy in the gate? And from there, it just becomes, a daily thing and I'm still struggling to get it done right now. We're not successful yet.
So basically you guys are seeing like, so what are these guys going through, man? Like, I know the Taliban hunted down a group of interpreters. That's kind of what we call them, Terps, and did some horrible things, like chopped their arms off and hung them in the middle of the street and like took their families and stuff, you know, like, so the threat is definitely real. The other thing is like, I know I've seen some images of the front gates and it looks like a mosh pit from hell.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. It's so right now, you know, the media is going to say one thing about just like we're taking so many people out and it's under control, but I'm FaceTiming with these guys. I've never had this in my life where I'm literally in front of I'm with a Terp on his phone and I'm trying to navigate him through the streets of Kabul on how to get to the airport via Google Earth. And then at the same time, I'm watching Taliban checkpoints alongside with him. And I'm telling him, hey, man, back up, go left, go right, go here, whatever. And then, you know, you got to factor in the human factor. He's scared as shit. He doesn't want to move forward. But then, you know, in your mind, if he stays there, he's going to die or he's not going to get anywhere. So you gotta coach him and encourage him the entire way. So at least for the first 2 days, it was more so, how do we figure out how do we get you to the gate? And then in my mind, once we get you to the gate, you'll be fine. But little did we know what's at the gate.
Yeah, man. I mean, why? What's up with the Marines, man? Real quick before we get into what's at the gate, but like, are they able to go out and get people? Are they able to? Because I've heard there's like 10,000 Americans still trapped in this place. Are we able to run missions to get any of these people? I remember back in the day, Americans just go get Americans, man. What's going on with that?
Yeah, definitely. You can't. So the Marines are on a strict, like, so right now I believe, and this is all speculation, Marines are on, I think they classify this as a humanitarian mission. And because it's on a humanitarian mission,
we know about those.
What's up?
We know about humanitarian missions.
Yeah, the humanitarian mission, the ROEs changed. So these guys are not actively patrolling the grounds. They're just there as a defensive position to just defend Kabul airport and maybe facilitate all of the refugees coming by. So with these guys, they're not allowed to go out there and just close in on the Taliban, which is pretty fucked up at that point, because the Marines they got their hands tied. They want to do what Marines do, and they're great. You let
Marines loose.
You take the chains loose, they're gonna do God's work.
Yep.
But because they're back and the Taliban sees that they're back, the Taliban's just unchecked. They're going around punking people, charging them for passage, slapping them around, abducting them, taking their documentation, just hindering the process to evacuation.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So the game is getting these people even to the gate is
That's
a problem.
Getting them to the gate. The whole game is, hopefully, if you are if you're a Terp, if you got a veteran backing you, you're already hooked up, because most guys are already screwed. And then if you have that veteran backing you, hopefully that veteran has a contact on the ground that you can link up to, where for me, I have a good buddy, a mutual buddy of me and yours. He's on the ground. So the mission becomes, how do I get my Terp Lucky, right? How do I get him to the Marine? And that's hard.
Yeah. And another thing, I mean, one of the main things we're trying to do here is to see if you guys out there in the interwebs, in the internet, have assets, know anybody who can help us facilitate getting these people out. I know that there are some non-government organizations and NGOs that are out there doing work right now. And as I've checked with them, because this extraction out of this country's been done so terribly, their bandwidth is like slammed. Like everyone I talk to is like, we are slammed right now. And so I'm ringing the alarm to see if you guys can get any assets over to Praxidis, or you can reach out to me. You can reach out to me through my website, byronrogers.com, or DM me. If you guys have any assets to get out there. In fact, let's see, how do you want to handle it? Do you have an email address, or should I put maybe one of my business email addresses down here for everyone to reach out to if they do have any assets?
Yeah, you guys can even hit me up on my Instagram. I've been getting a lot there. But so check it out. This is what I really need from everybody,
Yeah.
First, like the thoughts and prayers, they're cool. I'm getting a lot of that. Thank you. Like I'm not gonna shit on that, because those are always important. They keep you going and stuff. And then I got a lot of emails as far as, hey, fill this form out, call this person for paperwork, administrative stuff. So I thought that was the way, but really that's not the way. What I really need now is I need vehicles. I need armored vehicles with armed contractors or whoever to escort my 11 that I have to the Kabul airspace, or to the Kabul airfield. Now, a lot of people say, well, shit, is that possible? Absolutely. I've seen it.
Definitely
We've
possible.
had 2 of our interpreters be evacuated already via vehicles. I need the same thing for my 11. They're around there. The other foreign services out there, like the British, the Italians, the Germans, they're doing a great damn job. They're actually going forward of the wire, hand selecting, you're a Terp, you're coming to me, and then they're guarding them and walking them back in the line. Unfortunately, our Marines cannot do that. And it's not a shot at the bow to the Marines. It's
not the Marines. They're following orders.
Exactly. Their job is to defend the airfield. Because without the Marines and the 82nd Airborne there and all the others, there will not be any security for those big-ass planes to fly off.
Yeah.
So I need vehicles. That's like my biggest request from anybody. If anybody knows anybody knows an NGO or anybody out there that has some sort of vehicle assets, send them my way.
Yeah, and you can hit him up on his Instagram page. Let me pull up. Hey, text me your IG handle too here real quick when you get a second. Yeah. Because the reality of this mission is, it's not like a bunch of Marines that are out there E&ing. These are like normal people. It's like an interpreter. These people have their families with them. There are thousands of people at these gates. If you go back and look on my IG page, you'll see thousands of people at these gates, and it's like impossible to get to the front of these gates. You definitely need help. And on top of that, the other thing is, man, there's the human component. They haven't had food, water, shelter. They're in these lines for days. Talk on that, man.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of like experience you have to pull back on, or you have to rely on when you go out there. It's not just a simple walk your ass to the gate. It's you have to make sure like you're doing a full inspection on them. Like, hey, make sure you put shoes on. You have you got a full charge on your phone. You have water, you have food,
It's like a field op.
you have some sort of plan. And then it's gotten to the point where it's like, take a picture of each other. That way I see what your attire looks like to make sure you got your damn shoes on. And then also that way I can get that image and send it to my contact on the ground and he can see you. So there's got to be all this planning in between that without I believe a veteran there to give them those considerations, it would be straight up utter failure for them.
Yeah, and it would be terrible failure. And like the reality is it's the human component. It's the civilian component. It's not like a bunch of Marines and you can just crack the whip and be like, yo, let's push. Let's get over it and get after it. Who cares if you haven't eaten? You know what I mean? It's a completely different game. So you were saying, so getting them to the gate is a problem. And then it's what's at the gate that is even worse. So what's waiting for these guys if they make it near these gates? Is there like a cordon? Is there enemy there?
Yeah. So at the gate, when they're pushing through the gate, the biggest thing that they're going to have to battle through is first the Taliban checkpoints. There's usually a Taliban checkpoint right in the back of that is just, fucking with people, intimidating them, pushing them, kicking them, doing all sorts of crazy crap. And then you break through the mob. Now you're in the mob, and that's deadly too. Yeah. Now the mob is being also messed with by the Afghan army, because the Afghan army's job is to make sure that nobody's cutting in line, there's nothing disorderly going on. But when they get overwhelmed, they start firing their rounds.
They freak out, they start shooting.
Everybody's running around, people are getting trampled. CS gas is being deployed. That's the worst too. You put these chemical agents in such small areas, it's gonna have a huge impact. And then there's no water to actually, rinse their face off. So they're in this shit all day. And I'm not just talking about the men, I'm talking women, children, elderly. They're in this all day. So it's tragic. It could be the gate could be, I'm going to give an arbitrary number. It could be 400 meters long, but it will take 10 hours to get through that because of the mob.
Yeah. And I think the thing that kills me is just thinking, like you're here, you're safe, you're doing these operations, and you guys that are asking questions, I'm going to look through the questions and hit some of these questions at the end, man, when we're wrapping up here. And yeah, Prax is literally like, I've been interacting with him for the last few days and he's been up for like the last, 96 hours? Because dinner night is our day. Just trying to get people through. And as a veteran, man, it's crazy that, as veterans, we still have to like throw down and fight this war, man. And we'll just help, how can you not help? It's one of those things, even for me, even though that wasn't my war, I still feel like part of my, like, just because my brother's DNA is over there, you know what I mean? But like just waking up one day and finding out that your protection's gone and looking at your family, that's the thing that gets me. I see these videos of like crowds being trampled and kids being trampled and kids with gas. And like, we know what it is to be gassed and like every fluid in your brain is dumping out, and like we at least could go and like dump our heads in some water and the thing, when you're getting gassed, like if you get gassed good, you're not going to die, but you're sure you're going to die. Like it sucks. And it's not like the gas we use in the States, the cold gas. This is the real CS gas, and you think you're going to die, man. And then the heat, and then the exhaustion, and then the lack of hydration. It's kind of a death pit, man. And there's a lot of video footage that I have not even posted that really, really, really depicts that and shows that. Once you text your IG handle over to me, Prax, I'll put it up. I can probably pull it up on one of these screens here. Yeah, man. So really, man, if you guys know anyone, reach out to Praxidus on his IG. And you can also send an email over to me. I'll put our business email in here. So that you guys can also research group admin at bravoresearchgroup.com. If you guys have any assets that you guys can go ahead and send over, or help us, or know anyone, if you know anyone who might be able to help. If you guys know anyone who's on the ground over there, or know someone else who maybe even is in the other militaries that can actually go out and run missions and go and get people, through 6 degrees of separation, we all know each other, man. And that's the beauty of this technology. And that's the beauty of the internet. And to me, it's not even about like, you know, the politics of it all, you know, like let the warriors kill each other, man, but let's save the innocent. You know, like when we signed up to be Marines, we knew we were signed up for, you know, we were ready to die for whatever the cause was for America. That was our mentality. That's what we're here to do. We're here to die for our nation. That's the game. And we're here to, you know, kill for our nation. But what gets me, man, is when you see these Terps and their families are in this stuff, I'm just like, man, we got as protectors. And that's really what my brands are about. It's a protector nation. It's Executive Protection Lifestyle Podcast. Like what I'm here to do is make the world a safer and better place by helping good people to be more dangerous, more willing, capable, and prepared, you know, and I think this is one of those ops where if you call yourself a protector, you know, if you call yourself a protector, these are the types of things. We are strong so we can protect innocent people and so we can protect the weak, you know, and that's why this stuff tugs at my heartstrings. It tugs at a lot of our heartstrings because it's like, man, if I can do something about it, even though I can't go over there right now, you know, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of it. And there are a lot of things about this whole situation that, you know, are weird, you know, to say the least.
Yeah.
You know, I remember checking my weapon out from Pendleton, and I remember taking it right back to Pendleton and putting it right back in Pendleton. So I don't know who's leaving weapons. Like they would have literally had to have pried us from our weapons and been, I mean, serialized gear being left in a war zone. Like what military? Who does that, man? You know, like that's weird for me. I'm like, they would have had to have told us. I don't even know. I mean, yeah, that's that. You know, some interesting things, man. So, you know, the way forward is basically we need to get more help to these guys down there on the ground. And everybody knows someone or can call someone or can call a congressman, can do something, you know, don't leave it up to someone else to do it. That's the main thing I think that we as Americans have done wrong and are doing wrong is we leave these things up to other people, man. And we're like, someone else is going to do it. I don't have time. But now I'm starting to realize, you know, that it's that here I am, send me, man. It's no one else is going to do it, you know, and, you know, we run into dead ends fighting wars all the time, but we get to a place where it's like, you know what? We can't give up. Like these Terps are sitting in there right now. They're hiding from the enemy behind enemy lines as we speak. And they're thinking to themselves, they're in more fear than any of us will ever experience in our entire lives, probably. Like, let that sink in, man. You're the man of the house, or you're the woman of the house because your husband died in war or whatever. And you're staring at your family and you're like, I got to figure this out somehow, man. You know, and the reality is, you know, people like us that actually care might be all they have, like literally, you know.
That's it. No, we're all right now. We're all we got. We're all they got. You know, you got to take action. And it's tragic. It's a tragic event. It's an international nightmare. I implore all of you to really get involved and see this for what it's worth. Like this is going to cause. Once we're fully out of there, there's going to be thousands and thousands displaced. And when you have a large group of people that are displaced like that, it is a proven formula for easy recruitment for Taliban and other type of terrorist organizations. Anything like that, they will be recruited.
Yeah. So, America turned their back on us. Turned their back on us. And that's going to be the story they're going to be telling while they're out there and they're joining the ranks of those who are trying to aggressively indoctrinate and recruit them. Let's look at some of these questions we have out here, man. Josh Freydog. Josh Freydog, he was 3-1 back in the day, man. If I remember right. He's like, yo, I would love to go, man. Winning hearts and minds. Yeah. How do you guys feel about the huge discrepancy between what's actually happening on the ground or over what we keep hearing in the news? I mean, I don't want to get too political. Oh, about the Taliban being inclusive. Yo, what do you think about the Taliban being inclusive, Prax? You have more experience with them than me.
You know, man, like I'm not even I'm used. So without getting political, I'm just
Yeah.
used to. I'm used to things being different on the ground than how it is in the media. You know, shit's always going to
Yes.
be worse in the ground. You're
Yeah.
never gonna like when and you know this, when the media tells you something like, oh, it's clear or we got it under control. Hell no, that shit's not under control yet. It takes a little bit longer. You know, the Taliban is, you know, they're animals, you know, and they're pretty trained. You know,
Yeah.
they are to be respected as fighters. You know, they're not to be underestimated. They can
Yeah.
fight. Obviously, they're going to lose though all the time with Marines and service members, but they're just animals. And to think that they will take Afghanistan and make it modern and allow women to do whatever the hell they want, bullshit.
Yeah. No, I don't believe that for 1 second.
Nope.
We have like years of experience. They're in like triple digits of fighting. I watched a documentary the other day, and they're like, for us, victory is just to continue fighting. You know?
That's it. Trying to drain our resources. You know, that's it.
Yeah. The war of attrition has been one of their best weapons.
Mhm.
And it's, I mean, they take young women into, you know, they marry them at like 12, 13, 14, you know, and imagine, and there's a few things I will mention, you know, imagine them going right now, they're going house to house, taking weapons from civilians and from people who were former military. I saw a video of a military dude, man, two military dudes used to serve together, bro. And you could tell. And one dude's like, hey, you got to give us your gun. And the dude's like crying. He's like, I won't ever give up my gun. Not till the day I die. I will never give up my gun. He's like, I'm sorry. You're going to have to kill me. And it just did something, man. Cause I here we are, man. You know what I'm saying? 2021. And this dude is just sitting here and he's like, I can't do it. They're both in uniform, man. And he's like, but imagine that, man. It's like, this is why this is a little rabbit hole. This is why we have to be as good people. We must be strong and we must be capable of defending ourselves.
Yeah.
The ability to protect yourself is the one right. Thank God it's a right here for the time being. It's the one right that literally makes it so that you can protect all your other rights. Because you can go protest if you wanna. You can be mad about it and talk about it on Instagram if you wanna. But the only thing that keeps evil in check is formidable, strong, good. And there's civilians right now sitting in that country just like, man, when these Marines leave, we are dead because we can't defend ourselves.
That's it. And a lot of them are not capable of violence. You know, a lot of them are not. So I'm talking about the civilians, maybe a large part of the Afghan army, as we saw.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking through these questions. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. Are you going to touch base with the such and suches to see if you know anyone who might have access to vehicles? Okay, there might be someone we can check with there. Right gear. I don't want to like read it out loud. Okay, what happens to dudes that didn't give? Oh, what happened to the dude who didn't give up his gun? They cut the film, man. I don't know. I do know it ain't America, you know.
Yeah.
So out there, you have to earn it. You're still having to earn your freedom. You earn your right to worship and live. You know, I mean, and then just to show you guys how important this is, when we were in Iraq, my first deployment, I remember the night we left. Didn't we get a report that everyone that we had tried to put in office and all the power structure, the people that we got elected, like I think one or two of them got assassinated, and then everyone resigned. And this was right before we got on the buses, and it was like we did nothing almost, and that killed me, man. And I remember being like, dang. And it was all because they didn't trust that the new Marines that were relieving us could defend them, you know. So that's how it can be in these places, you know, and trying to put a new structure in place and then leaving like this and taking your military out first.
Real weird. Yeah,
real weird. Like we don't know how to do like our military just doesn't know how to do military stuff anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's very interesting. But anyways, you guys, out of fear of going too long here, you know, I'm glad we're able to spend this time together. Let's see. William asked a question. How do we get all of the ones trying to help in one place so we can share assets? That's what we're trying to do here. And, you know, I want to encourage you guys again, if you know anyone, if you guys are on Instagram, I'm primarily focusing on the live stream. So I'm focusing a lot on the questions that we have on YouTube here. But if you guys have access to any personnel, any people that are on the ground that know what's going on, if you guys have access to any vehicles, any NGOs, non-government organizations, if you guys know anyone who might know anything or anything that can help Praxis help these people on the ground, send a direct message to Prax. Let me make sure I pull up your Instagram.
Yeah.
Or did you text me your IG handle? Or let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. I never log in on my top. So, well, you guys on Instagram, you guys can follow Praxis, and then you guys can follow him there. I mean, you guys can reach out to him there. But let me pull up that account. But you can send an email to my business account, admin@bravoresearchgroup.com. Instagram is not letting me log in right now. You're going to have to pull up your handle real quick and send it to me. Everyone after we cut the IG film, then we will, we'll stay on here for a second and you can put your handle in here and I'll put my website, my web address one more time in here.
Cool.
admin@bravoresearchgroup.com. Boom, you can hit me up there and we're going to figure out a way to consolidate these assets. If you guys don't follow us on YouTube, I'll shoot that link down here too. If you guys are on another platform, I'll also put one more link just for you guys to, you can also reach out to me through my website. And we can start talking about how the heck we can try to get some stuff, get some of the right people around Praxis to help them.
Yep.
This almost to me makes me want to start some kind of NGO of my own where we just champion special causes like this. When something like this happens, we consolidate assets and we go on ahead and we help out, because I really wish I was in a position to do more, Yeah,
man. I feel the same way. And I could see it, especially when I talk to some of the Marines that are down there right now, like God bless them, man. Their hands are tied and they're doing the Lord's work and not they don't get the attention they deserve. These young Marines who are finishing the war that I started, that I entered in 20 years ago. So, to all you guys that are serving there, the Marines, the soldiers, all you guys, like get the job done. And I know they will.
Absolutely. That's what we do, man. I know that whatever they're told you, they're going to do a good job at it. And, I'll see you at 4.0, brother. Yo, that's what's up, Josh. Protect Your Symposium 4.0 is coming up. He says he's going to see me there. That's going to be awesome, dude. I can't wait to train with you. But yeah, man, no. For those guys on the ground that have their hands tied, we know how painful that is to sit there and see a quality problem and not be able to do anything about it because of your orders. But keep your head up and do as much good as you can. If you guys do see this podcast or if someone shows it to them, my advice to those guys, dude, is do much good as you can. Hand out as much waters as you can.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Give out as many Jolly Ranchers to kids as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because I think what a lot of people who don't go to war don't realize is like the other people, a lot of times, especially the good people, man, they're just people who were born in a different place and haven't had the opportunities that we have, man. And they just they haven't had it. And so they're looking at your gloves or your shoes and they're like, oh my, you look like a Martian from outer space to them. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, wow, but we're all humans, man. And it's really tough. Sometimes even you find yourself in a position where you're like, man, these dudes that we got tied up are just kids that had no freaking idea. They just wanted to belong to something, and they ended up on the wrong side of a fight,
That's
so
it.
Let's do what we can from where we're at. I'm going to put another link down here, you guys, too, just as we close. A few quick announcements. Protector Symposium 4.0 is coming up. Don't miss it. Okay. You know, I got to put, I'm trying to help people get some training, train with us, get better. Right now in the world, in America, it's becoming more and more evident that you're responsible for your own protection. That's what's happening. That's what everyone's starting to realize. You can't depend on the government and law enforcement to do it. So I got a link to some free training. You guys can go ahead and join us and check out. Boom. You guys on YouTube know you can hit the link in my bio. We got a free training guide put together by some of the best in the business. Just a quick shameless plug about that. But Prax, thanks so much for your time with us, dude.
Yeah.
It's always an honor, man. I'm blessed to have served with you and under you.
Same way, man. Much love to you, dude.
Much love. It's crazy. We're doing this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Life is but a dream, but we're still helping. We're still fighters, man. We're still fighting. All you veterans out there, find a way to fight the good fight, man. Make positive contributions. Find your purpose, find your new fight, and get after it. All right, you guys, we will holler at you. You'll see us out here on the internet. I'm gonna turn off Instagram, then I'm gonna hit the live chat. Yeah. Thanks for being with us. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the support. Boom.
All right.
All right. Sweet, brother. Let's shut. All right. The live has ended.
Am I off? Are we live?
No, we're still live. We're still live. Okay, share to your IG. I want everyone to get a chance to see this. Boom. I can deal with that in a minute. Yeah, don't worry. I'm running the spaceship right now. We're in the spaceship. Okay. All right, you guys, on Instagram, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, here on this live feed. I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to do a lot more of these. Thank you so much. Put your mind to it. Let's see if we can fight the good fight, and we can do some good in the world. Prax is still out there, probably WhatsApping with people on the ground
all damn day, man. All day.
You know. And lead them, beat your gunny Prax, dude. This is what you do. So that's what's up, man. All right, brother. Much love. You know where to find me. I hope this helps.
Of course. See y'all.